So Daniel Dubois sidesteps Frank Sanchez. Shout out to Seconds Out and Radio Raheem. They did an interview with Frank Warren, and Frank was saying that it made no sense for Daniel Dubois to face Frank Sanchez for an IBF eliminator because he said something about they still wouldn't be the mandatory for the next belt. It was kind of mixed up what he was saying. I didn't really understand what he was trying to say.
I was surprised to hear that Dubois had pulled out of his position. What's the thinking there?
Well, the thinking is really simple. It's an IBF eliminator, and the winner of that wouldn't even be the mandatory. They've already got a mandatory challenger, and the IBF's turn in the next mandatory against Alex is not until, I think that's sometime next year, which means if Daniel participate, and I believe he would have won the fight, he would have got his shots from probably another 18 months to 2 years because you've got the 4 governing bodies and the rotation, or 3 now because he's vacated, but you've got the rotation system. He's not going to fight more than twice a year if he keeps hold of all his belts. So therefore it made no sense to do that. And he'd also lost his position in the other governing bodies. So we want to keep him active. We want him in big fights. We want to get him in there fighting for a title straight away.
Of course, you and Sam have been saying that it's a big fight on the horizon. That he's not going to take some walkover fight. He's going to get right back into the fray. Then, if not Sanchez, who does look good for Dubois' return?
There's a lot of them there for him, and we're working on it now. There's some couple of great ones, but
just mention the couple of great ones you're thinking of. When you said that, whose name came to mind?
I think we got 10 of the top 13, so a couple of them are fighting at the moment, so any of the other 8.
But this is the second time some funny business goes on with Daniel Dubois pulling out of fights. He sidestepped Joseph Parker, blamed it on an bacterial or lung infection or something. Nobody believed that. What was the other one? He sidestepped, now Frank Sanchez. And in fact, I remember listening to Andy Lee, and he was so upset that what happened with Daniel Dubois and his fighter Joseph Parker. He's like, we're not gonna fight this dude. They don't even want to fight because what if he does it again? So he sidestepped Joseph Parker, sidestepped Frank Sanchez, and I don't know what's next for Mr. Dubois. I don't know. I know he don't want another fight with Usyk. Stay away from Usyk, all heavyweights. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Jake Paul's really in trouble because AJ made it official that he's he's working with Alexander Usyk's team. So, yeah, that's another bad thing for Jake Paul. But back to the topic. What's next for Dubois? If you're not going to fight Frank Sanchez, who are you going to fight? He doesn't seem to like to fight guys that move well. Frank Sanchez moves well. Joseph Parker moves well. It's like Dubois or either his team just wants a robotic guy that just comes in and basic 1-2 hook. You know, they don't want a guy to move around and mix it up. You got to fight everybody, especially if you want to be called the best. Just because you have a belt doesn't necessarily mean you're the best. You got to be seen by the public as the best, too. The public is what matters. There's been a lot of guys with belts that the public didn't have respect for. I could name a whole list, but I won't do that. Might have some of these guys on the show in the future, so don't want to put them out there like that, at least not just yet. But what are your thoughts on Daniel Dubois sidestepping Frank Sanchez? Is it a Daffy? Is it a Donald? Is it a duck? LSR forever. Cash App $JRoos33. Instagram the J Roos Theory. Did I already say that? I'll be saying so much. Channel number 2 and WJ. LSR forever. And be fearless, fearless nation. Yay.